Shilajit contains over 85 minerals in an ionic form. Divine phytonutrients in this Shilajit. This is an oozing of the earth. This oozes out of the rocks at high altitude areas. This is plant organisms that have metamorphosed over the centuries and has formed this divine ionic substance. I'm telling you, vibrations are high right now to bring you this message, because I have been taking my Shilajit. I'm on a 4-day journey with Shilajit, and I'm into my 2nd day of taking it. And this video is going to be advanced healing using Shilajit. If you have followed along with this channel, this video is going to be for you. I will make several other videos regarding Shilajit that are going to be shorter, that just discuss the benefits of Shilajit. But in this video, I'm specifically going to be discussing advanced healing the body. We've got to regenerate the cells. We have to repair the cells. The key to longevity is to detoxify the liver and the colon. As you have learned and been following along on this channel, you are now juicing with the fully masticating juicer, flooding the trillion of cells in your electric body with live amino acids. This is the only way to flood the cells with the nourishment that they require. You have began incorporating a green coffee bean retention enema to remove some of the parasites, pollutants, and toxins from the colon, the liver. We have to detoxify the colon and the liver. You've got to start with the base. Now, why am I saying this, do you ask, on a benefit of Shilajit video? Well, Shilajit is not a medicinal that you play around with. This is a divine oozing of the earth that is extremely potent, and it has to be respected. You can't decide you're going to get healthy tomorrow and you're just going to start incorporating the Shilajit, because it's not going to work for you. People can oftentimes have negative reactions with taking a lot of Shilajit if their body is extremely toxic. Shilajit is not a substance to take if your body is locked down with heavy metals, poisons, and pollutants. Shilajit contains certain metal ions, and in the beginning the body is loaded with heavy metals that need to be purged from the body. So anybody that wants to tell you that Shilajit is going to remove the metals from your body, I'm going to disagree with this. This is a regenerator, and it's a repairing substance is what it is. The Shilajit is to be used after we have began to detoxify the body. Yes, it will help to replenish. Yes, it will. Absolutely, it will repair. And this is why I'm excited to share this, and this is the reason why I'm in high vibrations. I'm going to tell you how I take it. I'm going to tell you how you can make it, how you can make a divine Shilajit elixir, elixir of longevity. Let me go ahead and start this video by telling you how I make mine. Had to grab my teapot. This is my little teapot. And I would recommend you invest in a really good teapot. I have several, and this is one of my favorite ones. This is lined with just a little bit of copper, and if you will, this is for advanced healing, folks, not for beginners. Don't try this at home. But inside this, I have the peels of lemons, limes, and grapefruits. The peel of the grapefruit has a natural quinine property. Lemon and lime peels are antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial. There's some divine healing oil in those peels. So include all of your peels from all of your juicing. Just juice before you make this concoction. Drink this juice down, and then peel your lemons and put this peel inside this. Now make sure that you have soaked this peel Soak it in a grapefruit seed extract, apple cider vinegar, zeolite concoction, and if you're just buying them at the store and not growing them yourself, you need to run a neodymium magnet over them because our produce is loaded with heavy metals. Just as the body is. Borrow someone's microscope and check your skin and check your food, check your produce. You will find metals everywhere. It's raining down in the air over our head. Parasites are raining down in the air over our head, and this is attaching to the skin. It's infesting the body. People aren't thinking clearly because they are parasitically controlled. It's a parasitic zombie apocalypse, folks. No moral compass in the world whatsoever. And this Shilajit is going to uplift this veil for you fast. Shilajit doesn't play around. So I'm going to just go ahead and start this with a warning not to press into the Shilajit if you have not taken measures to detoxify and alkalize your body. This is for advanced healing, this Shilajit is. Respect it enough to only go to it when you have somewhat detoxified your body, and you will benefit all the more from it. Included in this is just distilled water. I just fill it up with distilled water. I bring this to a hot simmer, never to a boil. Don't boil the Shilajit. Bring it to a very hot simmer, almost to the boiling point, but not to the boiling point. Now, please understand that as this is oozing from the earth, this is a warm substance. The best Shilajit comes from between 16 and 18,000 square feet. Himalayas, that produces the best Shilajit. The Shilajit from the higher altitude areas will be a black mineral pitch. Looks like a tar, black tar-like substance. The lower altitude Shilajit will be brown. So try to get the black resin. I will give you some tips on how to purchase this because I bought a lot specifically for the videos that I'm going to be doing on it. And I did buy some I really liked, and then I bought some that I didn't like. And then I bought some that I liked, but it was overpriced. So I'm going to try to give you some advice in the comment sections on how to purchase this. But get you some of this resin because this resin very well might change your life. It did mine. I'm telling you, let me tell you what it did for me. This veil got uplifted rapidly with this concoction like this. Basically what I do is after I fill my teapot up with water, you want to take a utensil and you want to pull out just a little teeny tiny bit. Now you'll notice the really good Shilajit will have a difficult time separating. It's going to string kind of like cheese will, melted cheese will. And this ensures that you've got a really good Shilajit. The cheaper Shilajits that aren't processed correctly will oftentimes just crumble. And you want this divine mineral pitch to stay together. It's going to glob together, and it's really not going to want to separate. You're going to have to work really hard to separate this, and I will also give you another little helpful tip. If this gets on anything, it's very, very difficult to remove. Even on the skin. We've got to warm this for maximum absorption. So start with just a teeny tiny rice size amount and stir this into your teapot as this water is warming. Let it warm for 20 or 30 minutes and then just turn the heat off. And as this cools back down a little bit, this is when you're going to want to consume this. The best way to consume it is when it's around body temperature. Drink this down, and let me tell you something, your vibrations are going to rocket to the stars. Instant uplift of the veil. You want to ascend up out of your vessel. You want to get familiar with the Shilajit. This is what the Shilajit did for me. divine lucid dreaming with the Shilajit. The veil literally uplifts in the presence of quite a bit of Shilajit. You want to get creative for how you take the Shilajit, how you consume it. Just because I told you how to consume it doesn't mean that that's the correct method for you. Learn how this divine substance resonates. Get in vibration with it, and then learn how you need to take it. I have worked with people that have benefited from this wildly by rectally retaining the Shilajit. Please know that after you make this tea, you can absolutely pour some of this in your shungite-infused water and drink this down. You can infuse some shungite with the Shilajit, and this only increases the vibrations. Please only use the noble elite shungite. But I'm telling you, if you can combine the shungite with the Shilajit, it's going to take care of pain. It's going to decrease the inflammation. It's going to help to alkalize the body. It's going to help to flood the cells with the nourishment that they need. I'm going to go through many, many things in this video regarding what Shilajit is and what it does. So please stay tuned in. But if you will start to use this divine medicinal, this really, really will help you. It is perhaps the most potent rejuvenator and anti-aging substance ever known to mankind. Attributed with many magical properties, Shilajit is found primarily in the Himalayan region bordering India, China, Tibet, and parts of Central Asia. The existence and use of Shilajit was closely guarded secret of the yogis of the Himalayas for many centuries. Let me tell you something. These yogis live well beyond 100, and they look much, much younger. They considered it as God's gift and a nectar of longevity. Ancient Indian scriptures mention of the wonderful powers of this elixir in healing most of the ailments of the body and the mind. An ancient Vedic Hindu text states that there is no curable disease in the universe which is not effectively cured by the Shilajit when it is administered at the proper, appropriate time. That's the key there. The yogis knew how to prescribe it. They knew how to tell people how to consume it. How you consume it is with other adaptogens. Shilajit is an adaptogenic mineral pitch. When you can combine it with ashwagandha, rhodiola, basil, tarragon, bacopa, these adaptogens are what's going to further disperse the Shilajit. And I will tell you from personal use of the Shilajit that garlic sulfur in the garlic is a wonderful dispersing agent, as is the cayenne. I love to make the apple, carrot, lemon, ginger beet with a little bit of turmeric and a little bit of black pepper. And I drink the majority of this down, and then I make this tea. And I combine just a little bit of this tea in with the last of my juice. Just pour it directly in. Lightly stir this. Remember that the air and the light destroys these precious phytonutrients, so no more stirring than we need to stir. But lightly stir this Shilajit in with your turmeric, ginger concoction, and man, get ready to rock it to the stars. I literally. You will not have pain. You will not have inflammation in the presence of all of this Shilajit. You want to start with just one time a day. Build up to increasing your dosage to 2 or 3 times a day. When I first began using it, I used it for about 3 months straight. Well, I used it for a month straight, and I just started with once a day. The second week, I started taking it twice a day. The third week, I started taking it 3 times a day, and then for my continued dosage, I pretty much just took it 3 times a day. The third month, I got into taking it 4 and 5 and 6 times a day. And I was also, towards the end of my third month, I was also rectally retaining it. So just know that it took me a while for the veil to uplift with the Shilajit because my body was extremely toxic. So don't expect this to work miracles within a few days, but many people notice results after they've taken this for 4 days. You're going to think clearly. You're going to, this is a meditational mineral pitch, meaning it's going to put you in a meditational state real fast. It's going to eliminate the fear, the chaos, the confusion, the worry, the doubt. All of this is going to subside in the presence of the Shilajit. Please know this. We are in fear. We worry. And we worry because our liver is toxic. We are angry. We are frustrated because our liver is toxic. Detoxify your liver and your colon. The energy flows in a spiral, and it starts at the root, starts at the base. Starts at the colon and the liver, and it flows up beyond the crown of the head, and our electromagnetic energy field is depleted and weakened right now because our body is locked down with poisons, pollutants, and heavy metals. So work to detoxify your body and then get into this Shilajit and Shungite. Those 2 things are really all that you need. It contains 85 minerals in an ionic form, vitamins, and the most important is fulvic acid. The fulvic acid in Shilajit is in its natural and purest form. This is far superior than soil fulvic acid. You know, you've probably heard a lot about fulvic acid. I'll tell you, all of the medical research that has been done on fulvic acid has shown and proven that it is miraculous for everything because it gets delivered to the cells. The nourishment goes right into the cells, which is where they need to go. We're not benefiting from these phytonutrients and these antioxidants that we're currently taking because they're not in a proper ionic form, and the fulvic acid is in proper form for absorption. No amount of mineral supplementation will be of any use unless they get transported into the cells. Minerals also act as catalyst in the assimilation of vitamins, meaning if you can take this with your other adaptogenic minerals, vitamins, herbs, it's going to help the absorption of these nutrients. Fulvic acid alone can transport the minerals through the thick cell walls. It can effectively prolong cell life and keep it healthy for a very, very long time. The yogis call it the elixir of life. I want to read a little bit about energy, metabolism, and aging. From the time we are born, our internal organs are continuously at work without rest. This causes wear and tear of the internal organs and decay of the body cells. Electrical potency of the cell is the single most aspect of body cell survival. Along with the chronological age, the electrical potential of the cell continuously decreases, leading to weakness and decreased power of the body cells. Ultimately, when the electrical potential of the cells becomes 0, the cell disintegrates and dies. This is the aging process I'm talking about. After males reach the age 21, every day you're aging your body. The cells literally begin to break down. Decrease in electrical potential of the cells bring about a decrease in energy metabolism. Energy metabolism is the internal biological reaction in our body cells, deep in the mitochondria and protoplasm of our cells, converting mass into energy. Metabolism is generally divided into two functions. Constructive metabolism is the process. In this process, the food that we eat, the carbohydrates, the fats, the proteins, the minerals, and the vitamins go into building up of the new cells and the tissues. And destructive metabolism, this process includes the chemical reactions that break down complex molecules into simpler ones for energy production, for recycling of their molecular components, or for their excretion. After certain ages, the internal degeneration process sets in the body. It's widely accepted and proven that for men, the energy levels, stamina, potency, and functionings of the internal organs peak at the age of 21 years. From then on, a wear and tear sets in the body cells. For women, youthfulness peaks at the age of 18. Starting from 18 and onwards, there's a decrease in hormone levels, lower secretions of body fluid, slowing of metabolism, low levels of stamina, high levels of fat buildup, and greater wear and tear of the internal organs. Simply breathing this air in, this toxic, dirty, polluted air, you're aging your body. So for advanced healing, you would want to be breathing diffused essential oils. Get you a diffuser. Invest in two things, a fully masticating juicer and a diffuser in the beginning. Get you a really good ionic diffuser and start diffusing lemon. Diffuse lemon oil all day, every day. It's antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's going to take care of the airborne bacteria, the pathogens that are in the air. We've got to start breathing in cleaner air. Stress, pollution, lack of exercise, and our orientation towards low vibrations are what decreases the levels of energy metabolism. We are addicted to acidic forming foods. Detoxify the body, alkalize the body, and your cravings for these toxic foods will go away. I guarantee it. Do not listen to your mind tell you to stop getting healthy, because it will try to do this. And please know that this is a parasitic brain that's telling you not to press into the Shilajit and the Shungite and the juicing. Keep with it. Keep with it. Hold the faith in these divine phytonutrients that they will take care of you, because they will in fact take care of you if you continue to press into them. As you continue to press into the juicing and the raw foods, the raw live vibrational foods, you will crave less and less these things that are so acidic forming to our body. The processed food, packaged food, radiated food, microwave food, genetically modified food, all of this is pure poison to the body. It's aging the body. We are creating some serious damage, oxidative damage to the cells at the cellular level. The body cells lose their electrical potency faster, leading to decreasing levels of energy metabolism. Modern-day chemical farming depletes the soil and the plants we consume of naturally available minerals. See, the reason you're not healing simply from your produce alone is because the soil over the entire earth at one time was loaded with fulvic acid. Now it has no fulvic acid. We have no fulvic acid anywhere in our soil unless it is replenished back into the soil. Why is this? Well, they are spraying over our head. Look up into the sky, folks. This is not chemtrails coming off of these planes. This is toxins, poisons, and parasites. It's infusing the soil and it's infusing the dermal layer of your skin. People are literally getting sick simply from this air. I am very familiar with these ticks that harness these pathogens and viruses, and the air that is pathogenic with this Morgellons. I mean, this is a parasite that's raining down from the air. Major degenerative ailments like diabetes, cancer, heart disease, osteoporosis, joint pain, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other forms of dementia. There's been research on a lot of this regarding the Shilajit, and it's quite miraculous for healing and repairing and restoring all of these things. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Dr. Linus Pauling categorically stated you can trace every sickness, every disease, and every ailment to a mineral deficiency. Dr. Pauling was the only scientist to win the Nobel Prize twice unshared. Our body cells need minerals more than anything else. If we have to arrest the natural degeneration process and stay young for a very long time, I'm going to try to share with you how to stay young for a very long time in this video. Minerals act as a catalyst for the metabolic reactions and the biological functions within the body and are required for the assimilation of all vitamins. Without minerals, the vitamins are not of any use. We might be consuming rich foods and minerals and vitamins right now, but these minerals and vitamins may not be getting delivered to where they need to go. Why is this? You say, well, we have parasites in our body, and the parasites are robbing our body of essential nutrients. Work to rid these parasites. Remember that they harbor all up and down the spinal column. Advanced healing, you're going to want to put essential oils on the bottom of your feet, all up and down your spine, the crown of your head before you go to bed. Oils like Nigella sativa as a base, and then combine in phenolic type oils. These phenol oils, these eugenol oils, help to open up the receptor sites, the clove, the thyme, the rosemary, the eucalyptus. Hit it with some of these oils or a concoction of these oils to remove these parasites. It's very, very difficult to remove all of the parasites from the body, but I'm telling you, if you'll remove the parasites from the body, the Shilajit will work on an entirely different level. We're not really truly benefiting from the Shilajit because we haven't gotten deep into parasite removal. If you remove all of the parasites from the body, and sometimes this takes months, sometimes it takes years, then hit it with the Shilajit, and the Shilajit will in fact do what it is claimed to do. It will repair and it will regenerate your cells. You want to look 10 years younger, do exactly what I'm referencing in this video and other videos that I have shot concerning juicing and advanced healing and removing the parasites. Get into using the Shilajit as I will instruct you on in this video, and you will begin to de-age yourself. As the body ages, the cell walls become thick, and it becomes increasingly difficult for the minerals to be transported into the cells, to the protoplasm. It has been found that the thickening of cell walls start right around the age of 18 years and onward. This starts to harden at around 18. Minerals are, at this point, not easily absorbed into the cells. Fulvic acid is the major ingredient in Shilajit that plays a vital role in penetrating the cell walls and transporting the minerals deep into the cells. This is the most important property of Shilajit that helps in arresting and reversing the aging process. As we age, the cell walls become thick. As I mentioned, it becomes increasingly difficult for the minerals to penetrate the cell walls and enter deep into the cells where they're required for the metabolism process. As a result, irrespective of the nutritious food we take and the myriad of mineral supplements we consume, we are always deficient of minerals. Minerals are also needed for assimilation of vitamins. Minerals act as catalyst for vitamin assimilation. While vitamins can easily penetrate thick cell walls and enter deep inside the cells, minerals cannot. As a result, our cells are always deficient of minerals as well as vitamins. This is the major reason why aging and other degenerative diseases sets in our body as we age. When we take Shilajit, the fulvic acid in it dilates and penetrates the cell walls, transporting minerals deep inside. It supplies essential minerals, ensuring that the vitamins too are assimilated. This restores optimum functioning of the cells and energy metabolism. This is the reason why Shilajit is able to delay aging, prevent the degeneration of diseases. Basically, it's about getting enough supply of minerals and vitamins deep into the cells. That's what it's all about. Fulvic acid is rapidly developing as the healing miracle of the 21st century. Scientists and doctors throughout the world are beginning to discover fulvic acid and are recognizing its extraordinary potential. Interest in the medical community has been escalating rapidly in the past few years. Fulvic acid is created in the soil in the presence of microorganisms and humus. And as I mentioned, it is depleting from our soil. In addition to the fulvic acid, Shilajit contains certain types of proteins, amino acids, dibenzo, alpha, pyrones, fatty acids, carotenoids, metal ions. But the most important is the fulvic acid because it transports all of these other nutrients in the Shilajit deep into the cells. Fulvic acid also helps to flush out all the toxins, chemicals that affect the reproductive function. Several studies have been done on the effects of Shilajit on semen qualities of adult males, and this will increase the quality of your oils in your body. Humic acid is the high molecular weight portion of the humic substance. It will be brown to black. This is the reason why raw resin, Shilajit, is black in color. Humic acid cannot penetrate the cell walls and enter deep inside the mitochondria. The fulvic acid does that. Humic acid does its work primarily on the outside of the cells. See, we got to do both. Humic acid protects the body's cells from toxins entering the system, accelerates the healing process, and disrupts the oxidative stress, acts kind of as a barrier. So humic acid is going to protect the outside of your cell. The fulvic acid is going to go deep into the cell. Fulvic acid is the lower molecular weight portion of the humic substance. Because of its super small molecular size, fulvic acid is able to penetrate the cells and reach deep, deep inside the mitochondria of the cell. Fulvic acid does most of its work inside the cells. It helps correct cellular abnormalities. It boosts cellular energy, boosts the electrical energy of cells, assists in proper cellular function. It restores the cells. It facilitates the transport of larger quantities of nutrients into the cells. It strengthens the cellular membranes and cleans toxins from within the cells. Fulvic acid dissolves nutrients, the minerals and vitamins in your food, for example, and carries them directly into the cells. It complexes and dissolves minerals within the body that are needed to build a strong immune system. Then it dissolves toxins and waste materials that are inside the cells, and it carries them out of the body. Apart from humic acid and fulvic acid, raw Shilajit contains humans. Humans are a class of organic compounds that are insoluble in water. Typical raw Shilajit and resin contains mainly humans, as much as 60%. Typically, the raw resin contains 10% humic acid, 4% fulvic acid, and the remaining could be soil and other organic matter. If you want to get a really good Shilajit, you're going to want to get the capsules where they are specifically extracting the fulvic acid content out. There is a patented process done regarding this, and I did my research on this, and I found a few companies that process the capsules correctly, extracting simply the higher quantities of the fulvic acid out. So, whereas the resin only contains between 4 and 10% fulvic acid, sometimes the capsules will be as much as 60 to 80%. This would be for advanced healing. For advanced healing, I recommend doing the resin and the capsules. If you can do them both, give yourself a break from this Shilajit ever so often. This is not a substance that you take every day for the rest of your life. And anybody that's going to tell you this does not know how this divine mineral pitch works. This is a medicine, and it's to be used medicinally. And when we are completely healed and restored, we really only need to go to it for maintenance and for additional anti-aging. I take it several times a month. I'll do 3 or 4 days, and I will take it for 3 or 4 days, and then I'll give myself 7 to 10 days off, and then I'll go back to it for 3 or 4 days. This is how I use it. And this is how you're going to use it too. Believe me, when you detoxify and the veil uplifts with this Shilajit, you're going to know exactly when you need to take it and when you do not need to take it. Your body will tell you what it needs and when it needs it. You know, I can have a specific set schedule in my mind, and the Shilajit can give me some correction in regards to this real fast. There are days where it's a heavy chemtrail day, and I feel like I need a little bit more clinoptilolite, zeolite, and I need a little bit of the Shilajit, and so I will hit the cells with those two things. Not at the same time, of course, but I usually take the Shilajit upon arising. I find the stomach acidity is a little bit less in the morning right after we first get up, and so I will take a concoction of tea like I make, along with the lemon ginger apple blast. Keep it simple in the beginning. Fix yourself an apple lemon ginger juice, and combine your Shilajit tea with this juice and drink it this way. You drink this first thing in the morning, you're going to notice clear thinking. You're going to notice more energy. They've also discovered that it works as an anti-anxiety, so it's going to calm the system down real fast. Let me tell you something. If you're under any stress, as I mentioned, this is a meditational mineral pitch. It's going to calm you right down fast. So don't take this. Let me give you this advice on the Shilajit. The very first time that you take it, try to do this on a day off when you don't have anything scheduled. Because when you take the Shilajit, you're literally going to want to get connected with nature. You're not going to want to do anything else, I guarantee it. And you're certainly not going to want to do anything toxic. When I say that Shilajit uplifts the veil, it literally uplifts the veil in regards to all of the vibrations that are inflicting our electromagnetic energy field of our body, of our vessel. We are simply attached to this vessel. We are energy at our core. We are a crystal at our core. And the Shilajit will allow you to detach from this and literally ascend up through the silver lining. You press into the Shilajit and you may have some divine out-of-body experiences with this. You're going to have some amazing lucid dreams. I shot another video on Shilajit a few days ago, and I just didn't get around to uploading it, so I very well might upload that one as well. But I spoke for over an hour on how it really benefited me. I think I went into more detail in regards to some things, but I didn't go into detail very much about the fulvic acid, which I feel like I covered in this video. So if you want to listen to that one too, the Shilajit actually gave me some correction not to start with that one. See, the Shilajit is going to give you some correction on what you need to say and when you need to say it. If you are speaking when you don't need to be speaking, you start taking the Shilajit, it's going to silence the noise in your mind. Oftentimes this includes literally silencing your mouth. You know, we are talking too much, and most of what we are speaking is nonsense. We speak negative. Negative thought carries negative vibration. It's aging your body and it's aging everyone around you when you speak negatively. Poisonous thoughts. When you start taking the Shilajit, you are not going to be you are not going to want to be around negative people. That's another thing that you have to look forward to with the Shilajit. It's going to uplift the veil where you really can see who's real and who is not. You know, many of us can't be our true selves around our so-called friends. We pretend to be something that we are not to try to impress or to simply conform. And this is not you. Go back to your roots. Go back to nature. Get yourself grounded. The Shilajit is going to help to ground you. You're going to want to meditate with the birds and the bees and the butterflies and the trees. It's going to silence your mind right fast. It really will. So do this on a day where you don't have anything scheduled or planned. Take it in the morning and then juice all day long. Juice 3 or 4 times that day. And this is, I'm telling you, this is how you heal the body right here. This is how you do it. After you've experimented with the Shilajit for a few weeks, start to retain some of this rectally. I will do future videos on rectal retention of certain essential oils and essences, but you can absolutely rectally retain just a little bit of Shilajit and hold this in the body as long as you can. Put it in an enema bag or put it in a syringe and squirt it up inside you. This is how you repair and you regenerate your body. Shilajit being an adaptogen, remember to combine it with other adaptogenic herbs, oils, and essences. My favorite combination is ashwagandha and Shilajit. I often take them at the same time. So just know that. For advanced healing, you would want to get real creative with the stems and the leaves of all of your fruits and vegetables and herbs and roots. The stems of the red bell pepper, for example, the stems of the jalapeno. Include these, juice the fruit and include the stem inside your tea. Wildly, wildly potent this way. Remember that we're not boiling this tea. Never boil your teas. Bring it to a boil. Bring it to the boiling point, but never to a rolling boil. Many of the herbs, we destroy the phytonutrients at high temperatures. Some of them are actually unlocked in certain high temperatures, but not very many of them. Shaga is one that is unlocked at a little higher temperature, but the Shilajit, you can actually destroy some of the phytonutrient components within it at certain high temperatures. It doesn't need to get any hotter than it originally was when it was secreting from the earth, okay? So it secretes out a little warm from the earth, and then it combines with the cold air, and it forms this hard resin-like mineral pitch. I mean, it is so divine. This is going to take care of you, folks. This Shilajit is going to take care of you. So learn to start pressing into it. I recommend just starting with a little teeny tiny bit. Tiny rice size amount or half of a rice size amount. Start with this much and then gradually increase to a full rice size and then gradually increase from this point. Don't go gung-ho into the Shilajit. You might very well have a negative reaction because, as I mentioned, it will uplift this veil, oftentimes violently if you take a whole lot of it. It's going to make you very, very aware of your outlets in your home, for example. I am very, very sensitive to the dirty current now that the Shilajit has and the Shungite has uplifted this veil. So when there are outlets around me that are emitting low vibrations towards my electromagnetic auric energy field, the Shilajit makes me aware of this. You're not going to want to be around this negativity, folks, with the Shilajit and the Shungite. Press into both of them to heal your condition and to raise your vibrations. Have a beautiful day. Stay tuned for probably a couple of shorter videos regarding Shilajit. I'll probably shoot another one just regarding the benefits of it. And I'll go through in detail just specifically the benefits and what it contains and how it works. We did go a little bit down the rabbit hole in this video, but man, this is really, really heavy on my heart to get some of this out about the benefits of Shilajit because it is so miraculous. It is magical. This is a magical mineral pitch that when you begin to press into it, it's going to heal your body. It's going to regenerate your cells. It's going to reverse some of the aging that you have inflicted on your body. Peace, love, and positive vibrations to you. Have a beautiful day.